Right, good morning, and thank you very much for joining me again today. And I'm back with Mr. Albert Matapo from the Zimbabwe People Power Movement. Mr. Matapo, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much, Mr. Gabakwe. How about you?
Very well. Today is the 3rd of February, 2020. We are in the 2nd month. What do you think about the situation in Zimbabwe so far?
Thank you so much, Mr. Gabakwe. The situation in Zimbabwe is boiling because there is nothing that is going on well. Things are bad. And as a result, this is the reason why you see that there have been these changes. Emerson Mnangagwa himself is not settled. I liked the article that I saw, which was reported by some part of the media, that he is unsettled, and that is very true.
You mean this one here?
Yes.
Okay, it says unsettled Mnangagwa reshuffles army chiefs.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay.
You see, because the problem is he does not know exactly what particularly the army will do, because his power is in the army. His power is not in the people as it should be. The power of the president should be from the people. It is the people who should be giving power to the leader of a country. But it's exactly the opposite in Zimbabwe, where the power is in the hands of, his power is vested in the army. He is actually getting power from the military. And therefore, because they continue to loot and the economy continues to go down, they are now busy trying to take that to, he is now reshuffling these military men so that he contains them. These are just machinations. These are just plans to stop what he is anticipating. Of course, for sure, because nobody is happy in Zimbabwe. If there is somebody who is happy, then I would be surprised. And because of that, they are now trying to torment these guys, move them from this point to another. But there is one point, very, very important, is that where he is targeting the very same people who are eating with him, who are benefiting from his misrule. And that's a total mistake, because the youngsters, today I have seen these young soldiers running in Masvingo, where there is this court for job scholar. You see, these youngsters are hungry. These youngsters are not being paid. The same applies with all the civil servants. The same applies with all people of Zimbabwe. People of Zimbabwe are suffering. The soldiers are not spared because they are not being paid. And Mnangagwa is not paying them. And he is going to reshuffle these chiefs, these army chiefs. They are the ones who are benefiting. The power, theoretically, is within the chiefs, the army chiefs. But physically and practically, the power is in these youngsters. The young soldiers, the young policemen, the young CIOs, they are the ones that yield the power. They have got power because they are the ones holding the gun. Because the power in Zimbabwe is in the gun. It's not in the brains. It's not in the people. It is in the gun. And therefore, he is making a very serious mistake, because he's just moving these army chiefs thinking that he is doing anything. Today, there is this court case of job scholar, and he has brought in the army. He is bringing in all these support units and what have you. But all that will not work. Zimbabwe People Power Movement is ready to do what the people of Zimbabwe want. The people of Zimbabwe simply want peace, and we are going to deliver peace. The people of Zimbabwe want food on the table, and food on the table is going to be delivered by way of making sure that everything else is done properly.
Okay, Mr. Matapo, when you look at this press report, it says that they are moving soldiers around between 1 presidential guard and 2 presidential guard. And this is the 3rd big change that Mnangagwa has made.
Yes.
Is this change being done to counter General Chiwenga, or there is another reason? Because this newspaper saying Mnangagwa is coup-proofing his presidents. What is the reason? Is it the coup that is afraid of?
Well, in my opinion, that idea of saying he is coup-proofing is not accurate, because as far as I'm concerned, I have said this now over and over again, that when Chiwenga carried out a coup, remember, when Mnangagwa was chased by Mugabe, he told Mugabe openly that I'm coming back in 2 weeks.
Yes.
What made him to say that openly? It was because he knew that he was controlling certain individuals. Chiwenga is on a leash, Mnangagwa's leash. Chiwenga himself will not be able to do anything. He is powerless today. Those army chiefs you are seeing who are being changed like that, they are closer to Mnangagwa than to Chiwenga. Get this. He is afraid of something bigger than that's Chiwenga. Chiwenga will not, and this I bet my last dollar, Chiwenga will not be able to do a coup, will not even attempt, never. If he attempts, then he will be killed, but he will not attempt. Mnangagwa knows that there is something much bigger, and that is behind. So they always, yes, these reports, they have a grain of truth. Where there is smoke, there is fire. But the problem only is that it's pointing at a wrong person. That's where the problem of all these reports are. They are saying Chiwenga Mnangagwa, Chiwenga Mnangagwa, and yet that's not. Because there is a lot of disgruntlement within the military, within the state security, and also everybody actually. And because of that, people cannot just watch a country disintegrating like this. It's not just Chiwenga. Chiwenga is benefiting. Chiwenga is enjoying. And I know him personally. He is not somebody with an aptitude that can do that. Unless he is led. He is told, do this, do that. Remember, Chiwenga is, what can I say? I can describe him, I'm sorry to describe him as a dandahead, as once Professor Lumumba said. He is a dandahead, that one. That one cannot come up with, he's not smart. But ED, that's why they call him crocodile. It's because of his ways of doing things. I'm not saying he's clever. I'm not saying he is intelligent. But in terms of these bad things, he is very good. That's why they called him crocodile. So don't even look at Chiwenga. People are looking at, they are being diverted. The people themselves are now being dangerous to the ED regime. It's the people themselves.
Right. I think we've covered this topic. So let me just summarize. You are saying these reports of Mnangagwa moving around the army chiefs in presidential guard is to safeguard himself. Yes. But it is not to safeguard himself against Chiwenga, yes, but the lower ranks.
Lower ranks and also the public, because the public, it's not everybody who is docile. There are people who are thinking right now, who are saying, no, the country has now gone to the drains. And that's accurate. That's absolute.
I think it's very, very clear. I would like us to conclude now. Do you have anything that you would like to say before we close?
Yeah, just to say that if anybody is listening to this, should share it. Zimbabwe People Power Movement is your movement. It is not my movement. Let us work together. Let us come together. Let us focus on the goal, on the ball. Let's move on until we achieve The criminals must be removed. We must remove the criminals. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Albert Matapo, Zimbabwe People Power Movement. I really enjoy talking to you. And if you're watching this on WhatsApp, please send to as many people as possible. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.